Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, we had discussed about the Elastic Beanstalk, and mostly the Elastic Beanstalk has been used by the developer teams. So it will act as a platform as a service, and whatever the platform which we want to create to run our application by using the Elastic Beanstalk, we will be able to create that particular platform. The developer will be used to Elastic Beanstalk to run and test the applications. So everything we had discussed in the last session. And in the current session, we are going to discuss about the one more developer tool that is nothing but CloudFormation. So what is the use of CloudFormation, where we are going to use the CloudFormation, everything we are going to discuss in the current session. Okay, and just please go through the theoretical session. What is CloudFormation? The CloudFormation is a AWS service which will be used as a infrastructure as a code. Means we are going to return the code. Once we execute that code, automatically the infrastructure will be generated. Here, what for which purpose we are writing the code? For creating the infrastructure, we are creating the code. Means we are writing the code. So based on that code, the CloudFormation template will automatically generate the infrastructure which is required to run my applications. So that is the main purpose of the CloudFormation. So in the market, the CloudFormation is a AWS native. It has been developed by the AWS. But if I want to use the third-party application, means there I need to write the code. Suppose if I want to run that script, then automatically the infrastructure will be created in my cloud environment. So for that purpose, the third-party tool available for us is Terraform. So by using the Terraform, we can be able to write the code. So if we execute the code, then automatically the infrastructure will be created in our cloud environment. So is Terraform will be used for only AWS? Obviously no. That Terraform will be compatible for use the multi clouds. That may be we will be used for Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, any cloud we can be used the Terraform to automate the infrastructure deployment. Okay. Generally, the DevOps team will is going to use this CloudFormation template or Terraform to automate the infrastructure deployment. Okay. Infrastructure can be created by using the template. So what is mean template? Template is nothing but some proforma. So in the template, we are going to modify the things which is required as per our actual requirement. So once we execute the template, then the infrastructure will be generated based on the template. And the template will be written in, suppose if I write the code, the template, either it will be written in some of the programming language. So here I am going to use JSON or YAML. The JSON stands for JavaScript annotation and YAML stands for yet another markup language. So majority of the organizations are going to use YAML script for writing their infrastructure as a code. Means either that will be Terraform or that would be CloudFormation template. Okay. Here for lab purpose, what I will do, I am going to deploy one PHP application with a multi-tier setup using the CloudFormation. Okay. So here I will show to you how I am going to modify everything. I will let you know in the practical manner. And here you can consider that why you are going to set up with a multi-tier setup. Of course, if you want, we can set up like single tier as well. But as per my requirement, suppose I am going to deploy one application with highly available, and so that's why I'm going to use I'm going to set up with multi-tier. Suppose if I created all my web server, application server and a database server in one server, there is a lot of burden on that server and my application will be facing some lagging. So instead of doing like that, what I will do, I'm going to use the multi-tier setup. So in order to separate the database as well as the application and web server, so my application will be running with better performance. So that's why I'm going to use the multi-tier setup. So how I will do everything I will show to you in a practical session. Just log into the AWS console. Here just if you recently I had opened the CloudFormation template, so that's why it is available in the recent visited list. Suppose if you didn't find here, you can search here by using the universal search bar. You just type the CloudFormation. Accordingly, this will be appear to you. Just click on the CloudFormation. What happened? We will check. So here there is no stacks. Did I have any stacks in my account right now? No. What do you mean by stack? Stack is nothing but full pack. So if I want to create one template, in the template everything will be created. What are the things which are required to deploy a project? That means web servers, web security groups, that may be a database server, that may be application server, that may be file path, everything will be created if I run the template. So nothing but full pack. That will be called as a stack. Stack is what end to end will be available in that stack only. So now I don't have any template and I don't have any stack available. So first of all, what I need to do, I need to create one stack. Just create the stack and prepare template. Just suppose choose for the first option is choose a existing template. Suppose if I already have a template in my local machine, I'm going to select the first option. Right now I don't have any sample template available with me. I'm going to use the sample template. Build from the third option is build from application composer, means create a template using a visual builder. Here if I click on this option, what happen, create in application composer. This I will show to you. Generally this is not used in real-time scenarios, but for your sake of information I'm going to show it to you. Here what are the things which are required as per my project requirement. I am going to make a drag and drop, and at the same time I need to make a connection between them. Accordingly, based on the circuit which I had designed here, the components will be generated and will be connected accordingly. Okay. Suppose I will show to you list. Okay. Enhanced components. Okay. DynamoDB template. So what are the components which are required? So I'm going to pull here. So from this diagram, in this way I'm going to establish a connection between them. So accordingly the infrastructure will be created. But visually if I create, there is a lot of struggles. Maybe there is a chance I miss the connection. So that's why generally it is not recommended. But AWS provide one of the feature, like in this way also we can be able to create the a script. Means once I had created this diagram, automatically script will be generated based on this diagram. Okay. Just I'm going to leave and I will be go through the second option, means by using the sample template. So the sample template will be provided by the AWS. Okay. And sample template, choose a sample template. So here what is stack? I already told you, the stack is nothing but everything we will get in the stack. It's a full package. So the LAMP is nothing but Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. So Linux servers, Apache is the web server, MySQL is the database server, PHP is the application server. So by combining all those, I will be make as a LAMP stack. If I want to deploy the PHP application, by using the LAMP stack, I will be able to deploy the PHP application. Okay. First of all, LAMP stack. Create a LAMP stack using a single EC2 instance and a local MySQL database for storage. Here, if I select this, what will happen? One single EC2 instance will be created. In that EC2 instance, the web service will be installed, and MySQL database will be installed, and application will be deployed. Everything will be maintained by the single EC2 instance. Just click on the same and view in the application composer. Then you will get the better understanding. It will be showing the visual process, how the components will be generated. Okay. Here it will be visible like that. I will show it to you. Just a moment. Yes, canvas. Here what happened? I will zoom out to you. So here one web server instance will be created, and web server security group will be attached to this web server instance. Means in this web server, in this single EC2 instance, I am going to deploy web service, database service, application service. Everything will be maintained by this database instance. And if I lost this instance, then everything will be lost. Generally, it is used for the testing purpose only, because of instead of creating huge infra for testing purpose, what I will do, I am going to create one single web server instance. I am going to run all of my code in that particular instance. Then the charges will be less. Suppose if I want to do it for high availability, suppose if I want to deploy any application which is high available and the performance of the server will be priority to me, and at that time what I will do, and one more thing before going to that, I will show you. Suppose if you double click on it, you will be able to find the resource configuration. What are the resource configuration which has been made? Here you will be able to see. Suppose instance type reference underscore instance type means the reference point will be instance underscore instance type. So from this reference point, the instance type will be created, and the security group. The security group is web server security group, and key name refers to the key name. That one key name will be generated and it will refer to the key name and user data. You know now, before creating of EC2 instance, what are the things which we had mentioned here? Almost before creation of EC2 instance, everything will be created at the time of EC2 instance creation. So everything will be configured. And suppose if you click on the web service, then here web server security group, which ports it has been allowed. Inbound IP protocol TCP from 80 port, it will be allowed from anywhere. 0.0.0.0/0 means 80 port will be allowed from anywhere across the world, and it at the same time it has been allowed the 22, that is SSH. Okay, these are the things which has been created. So if I create a lamp by using this, okay, right now I'm not going to create, I just leave. What I will do, I'm going to use the lamp with a multi-tier setup. Okay, use a sample template and the lamp stack. It is a multi-AZ deployment. It means create a high available scalable lamp stack with an Amazon RDS database instance for the backend data store. Means here the RDS database will be created and it is highly available. Highly available means the instance will be created in the multiple availability zones, not in the single availability zone. Okay, and click on next. So before going to the next, just I will do one thing. Use a sample code, and the lamp stack is multi-AZ lamp stack. I will show to you in application composer. So if I select the multi-tier setup, how it will be set up like that. So earlier, if I select the single instance, only one instance and one security group has been generated. But right now, what has been generated, it will take some time to get it replicated. Just wait for some time. So this is the template. So in this template, by using this template, I will be able to create the infrastructure which is required for me to match with my actual requirement. So AWS template version, okay, the parameters, the VPC ID will be generated, the description, VPC our existing virtual private cloud, and the subnets, the key name, the database name, what is the database name, my database, and the description, MySQL database name, and the type string, and everything will be there, and the DB user, so the DB password, and these are the things which instance are going to use, and multi-AZ database, yes, default true, web server capacity, instance type. So here if you had seen here, so each and every component has been written here. So based on, once we had run the script, automatically based on the script, everything will be generated. Okay, and resource application load balancer and ALB listener. So everything has been displayed. So web server security group. So update policy, launch configuration. In launch configuration, I hope I already told you about the launch configuration. While we are creating the auto scaling group, first of all we need to launch configuration. So based on the launch configuration which we had set, automatically by using the launch configuration, auto scaling group will generate the EC2 instances. That EC2 instance will be added to behind of load balancer. So here what it will do, HTTPD PHP PHP MySQL. It is a tool which is used to access the MySQL from PHP. Okay, and it will create the file path where www.html index.php. This is the file. In this file only we are going to deploy the script, so that will be visible to end user. So here I'm going to modify little things. I'm going to type this. I'm going to modify the things here. Hi all, welcome to my AWS classes, and here in the h1 tag, welcome to AWS classes. Thank you for joining. Okay, so the title is hi all, welcome to my AWS classes, and here welcome to AWS classes. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I had modified the script as per my requirement. Okay, what I will do, I'm going to save the script, save template file. So in downloads, I'm going to select the template, means template one. It's a sample template one. Just to save. Okay, it has been saved. Just go to the CloudFormation again. Just check whether it has been downloaded or not. Go to downloads. Yes, the JSON file has been downloaded. So I'm going to use the, right now I have the template with me. Just now I had modified something. So I had downloaded that file as a template. So right now I have the template with me. So that's why I'm going to use the existing template. Okay. And upload template file. Okay. I'm going to upload, either we can be update file from S3 bucket. If it is in Git file, I can be able to sync with Git, then accordingly it will pull the code from the Git. But right now what I will do, as I have the code in my local machine, so that's why I'm going to upload the same. Where it is in downloads, template one, JSON, open. The cloud has been uploaded. Okay, next, specify stack details. Here I need to specify the details, stack name, my stack, otherwise my PHP application, my PHP application. The parameters is database. Generally for database, the storage required is 20. Okay, db.t2, okay, T2 micro is there? No. So that's why I'm going to select the T1 micro. Just please have a look. The database name is my database and the password is admin 123456. Username is admin. So key name of the existing EC2 keypad to enable SSH access. Okay, what I will do, earlier I have the elastic bin keypair is available with me, so that's why I'm going to select the same keypair. And the multi-AZ database, yes, if you select the false, then single AZ database has been created. Just now I created false, because of if I created a multi-AZ database, it will take a lot of time to get it created. So that's why in order to avoid that, what I will do, I'm just making as a false. So SH location, the IP address line that can be used to access SH to the EC2 instances. Means if I mention 0.0.0/0 means from anywhere I will be able to access those EC2 instances through SSH. Okay, the subnets, I'm going to select all the subnets. Otherwise, I'm going to select, okay, 6 subnets. I'm going to select and default VPC, and the web server capacity is 2. That's enough for me. My PHP application, it is showing us some issue, so right now it will not take. So tags, it's optional always. IAM role, IAM role. So it's optional. Suppose if you want to control the EC2 instance by using the IAM role, you can apply the permission by using the IAM role name. Right now it is not required because of as it is optional. Suppose if I want to put any IAM security options, if I want to restrict anything, I am going to use the IAM role name. But right now it is not required as per my requirement, as it is used for the lab purpose only. And the stack failure options, rollback stack resources. So specify the rollback behavior for a stack failure means suppose if the stack has been failed, by using the rollback option I will be able to stack what are the resources which are given up to that, I will be able to create the resource. Rollback all stack resources. Suppose if I am creating one stack, suppose two instances two resources has been created and rest of all things fails. If I use the rollback option, whatever the resources which have been created, all will be recovered. Okay, and delete a newly created resource during the rollback. Use delete policy. Okay, deletes created resource during rollback. And by means retains or deletes the created resource according to the attached deletion policy. Okay, one deletion policy will be created. Based on the deletion policy, it will deleted resources. Suppose if I deleted, if I select this option, deletes created resource during the rollback, regardless of the attached delete policy. So I am going to use the delete policy. Okay, and here there is a advanced options there. It's the stack policy. If you have any kind of stack policy, you can attach here rollback configuration. So how you need to configure the rollback configuration, notification. Um, Suppose if you have any topic which you have already subscribed, then you can check here. So like that, and the stack creation options, everything will be available here. So timeout, the number of minutes before a stack creation timeout. So if you want, I just by default it has been deactivated. Suppose if you want to activate it, you can activate and just click on next and configuration tab options. So this is the things which we need to review before creating this template. Okay, template is ready, and the name of the stack is my PHP application, and allocated storage 20 GB for database instance, and it will be single availability zone only, and I am using the elastic bean key pair, and everything I had checked normally. And once I click on submit, then automatically by using the template, CloudFormation will generate the infrastructure. Okay, I am going to duplicate this. So just please have a look. It is creating ALB target group, application load balancer, my PHP application. You can check here in the events. So creation is in progress. Okay, in the similar way, in your organization as well, if you want to deploy any infrastructure for a application, what you will do by using the templates. Suppose you have the template with you, instead of doing the things, resources creation, everything in a manual way, what you will do, simply you are going to run the script. Automatically the required infrastructure will be created based on the inputs which you have been provided. So those inputs will provide based on the requirement. Suppose a developer deploy some high-end application, by you can use the simple high availability, and suppose it is simple testing purpose, then you are going to create simple stack, or that is lamp with single availability zone, like that. Okay, just has observed the things which is getting created, and these are the things which is still is in creation process. So once the stack has been created, we will be able to see. And in the meanwhile, what I will do, uh, EC2, go to EC2 instance and click on the EC2 instance. So here, earlier did I have any instances running on this? No. Right now everything will be created. So right now I don't have any running instance. Soon it will be two instances will be created, and right now uh, one load balancer will be generated. So instances, I think instances will created soon. So I think you can visit in launch template. You can see one launch template, and you can see security groups, target groups. So one target group has been generated. So under the target group, did I have any instances right now? No. So automatically instances will be created under this target group. This target will be tagged to the load balancer. So load balancer and EC2 dashboard. We need to wait for some time until the everything will be sitting down. So go to CloudFormation Template, go to the stack, and the my PHP application still it is in creating in progress state. Generally, mostly the DevOps team has been utilizing this CloudFormation template to automate the infrastructure development that will be called as the infrastructure as a code. So we have the code. So by using that code, we are going to generate the infrastructure. That is nothing but automation of infrastructure. That will be done by using the CloudFormation template. CloudFormation is a AWS native. And even though we can use the third-party application that is Terraform, which will do the same like CloudFormation, we need to write the script, and it uses the HashiCorp language. It has done developed by the Google official. Uh, so once we had written the script, we need to integrate the Terraform code with the AWS. Then based on the code, AWS resources, if I run the Terraform script, automatically based on the code which I had mentioned, the resources will be created in the AWS. So in further classes, if possible, I will show to you how we are going to integrate the AWS with the third-party applications. So go to the stock, rollback complete. Stack ID, just copy the stack ID and no, nothing. I'm got. So in EC2, there will be no instance has been created up to now. Go to the stack, something has been happened. I just need to worry it. So resources, just to go to the resources, it is still in creation state only. Delete complete. So what happened? Rollback. Which option I have been selected? So open the application and go to the stack ID. The PHP application is in still deploying state, and go to load balancer. There is no load balancer. So something happening. So generally it will not behave like that. Generally the stack will be created. So and one URL will by using the load balance URL we will be able to complete the process. But there is a small thing. Just a moment. I'm going to troubleshoot because of this troubleshooting technique is very important for you guys. The CloudFormation template, the stack actions, you edit termination production, deactivated. Okay, okay. What are the events happening? My page rollback complete. Okay, delete, complete, delete, complete. Okay, just click on the likely root cause MySQL replace. Rollback configuration. Here the rollback configuration. Okay, I missed. So is there thing anything I need to do? So is there any option to edit termination? Okay, friends. In this way, we are going to create the CloudFormation template. So furtherly, of why it has been not created, I will look out and I will let you know in the further class. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session. Bye bye.